Well, we knew this was going to happen. Now, the only good thing is the iPhone Air is not very successful, mainly because it's $1,000 phone, and really all Apple's doing is taking away stuff, increasing the price, and then saying, hey guys, this is a thin phone. Congratulations. So now Huawei is trying to do the same thing. We already know we're going to see the same thing from Samsung, although Samsung does have the Edge, which is very thin. But Samsung will most likely come out with affordable, or not affordable, a regular candy bar cell phone that's like crazy stupid thin. But as you guys know, if you follow this channel, I'm tired of these stupid thin devices. All they do is they take out all the good stuff that you want in a phone, whether it's a foldable phone or regular phone. They take out all the extra stuff that you would want, and they just make it stupidly thin. And that's all they do. They just make it stupidly thin, jack up the price, give you less features, and say, well, you're getting less features because it's thin. And that's exactly what we have here. It's called the Air. What do you know? Same thing as Apple. Makes sense. But it's $589 instead of Apple, who is coming out with their phone at $1,000. You do also pay the Apple tax, as always, so that makes not surprising. 12 gigabytes of RAM, 16 gigabytes of RAM, side fingerprint scanner, 6500 millihertz a battery with 66 watts charging, 50 megapixel main, 8 megapixel ultra wide, 12 megapixel 3x telephoto. Does come with a 7-inch display, 120 hertz OLED display. Here's what I'll say, right? And I was kind of thinking about this as well. I've talked about this many times with foldable cell phones and flippable at this point. And it's the same thing with candy bar cell phones. We're getting to a point where these cell phones are kind of maxed out. What I mean by that is that there's really not much more you can do, right, to reinvent the wheel here. We're now at a point where the standard is 120 hertz. We're now at a point where all-day battery is pretty much guaranteed on any cell phone you buy with that came out after 2025, right? Came out this year. Wireless charging is the standard. Waterproofness is a standard. It's getting to a point where it's going to end up being you have to have an IPX9 rating, which is actually waterproof. Anything below IPX8 or below that would just be water resistant up to whatever the manufacturer says. But again, like we're at a point now where these phones are getting maxed out. And there's not much more outside of the chip that these companies can upgrade and make crazier or add to. So I think this is why we're also seeing this whole very thin cell phone, concept going on, because these companies, they don't know what else to add to their cell phone, but they need to release a phone every single year. So because they need to release a phone every single year, because every single company is doing it, instead of just waiting a couple years and releasing a really good cell phone, this is why we're now going to this whole very thin, less stuff inside cell phone. Because what's going to happen is eventually we're going to get to a point where every company is coming out with these thin cell phones, very thin cell phones. And then the next thing's going to be, how much can you put in that thin cell phone? Like, who could put the most in that thin cell phone, right? That's going to be the next thing. It is what it is. But the Huawei Mate 70 Air. Shout out to that fact. I'm just ready for the day that we don't have thin cell phones anymore, and we can just worry about giving the most to the consumer with the most for your money. The most for your money, the most for your buck. Stop it with this crap, please.